Baker, welcome into the show. Listen, this was a very, very impressive performance by you and the entire team tonight there in Cleveland. I just want to know, when you woke up this morning, how'd you feel?
I felt good. That's over with. Just felt normal.
All right.
Felt ready to go to work.
So listen, how important was winning this game against a divisional opponent after coming out the way that the Browns did last week and that loss to the Browns, or to the Ravens?
Yeah, you know, Ravens are a great team. A lot of returning players in the same system, but we were just disappointed with how we played, our execution, the lack of focus on the details. So we wanted to come out here with, a short week. You're not going to have an extensive game plan. Come out here, do our job. Establish the run game, lean on those guys up front, and they did an incredible job. Over 200 yards rushing, no sacks, and it was just a kudos to those guys, and we executed outside, but, still mad about the red zone interception. Can't have that, especially when we're trying to pull away like that.
Baker, the connection between you and Odell has been much talked about in the last 5 days, but you guys were clearly in lockstep tonight. Odell was 4 for 74 yards and a touchdown. What do you think the difference was between tonight and 5 days ago against the Ravens?
Just got the ball out of my hands quicker. We were just on the same page. I think last week there was a lot of, the Ravens are a physical team, grabbing and holding a little bit. Just when you're off a little bit, you can tell. So we were clicking tonight, and that's how it should be. That's what we expect.
Baker, with everything going on, how teams are not, you haven't this offseason has been something that no team or player has ever had to deal with. How has the virus really made things difficult for everyone to get on the same page heading to the season with no preseason games or really scrimmages against any other teams?
Yeah, I'd say, when you're installing a new offense, the timing on certain concepts and when you're really trying to get stuff down and figure out what's your bread and butter, you miss out on that during the springtime. So that's the biggest thing, but, we tried to get that done during training camp on the condensed schedule. But, there's going to be things here and there, but we expect to come out here after, a week of practice and execute, and that's just our expectation, and we know that. We don't care if we had to do Zoom meetings to talk about it. We've had time to go out there and do it, and that's how the standard should be.
Baker, Michael Irvin here. There's a lot of talk about the great weapons that you have on the outside, and Odell and Jarvis and all of those guys. But what is the true identity of this team? It looks like you guys have your greatest success when you use the run to set up the passing game.
Yeah, I would say it starts up front. Well, we have 2 of the best backs in the game. And when you have an offensive line that plays like that, it's hard not to lean on those guys and set up those shots, set up those plays for those guys, and get the one-on-ones when they have to load up the box to stop the run. So I think, whatever teams want to do to defend us, we have to take advantage of it and attack where they're loading up the box, or if they're trying to cover us, run the ball.
What does tonight's win tell us about your offense, but also specifically this new identity under Kevin Stefanski?
I think that's the expectation and standard for us, is to come out here and execute like that. There's a few plays I'd like to have back, but that's our identity, is to come out no matter what play is called and execute it.
Baker, you seem very comfortable just because you are a man that knows how to deal with adversity. But how comfortable are you in this offense, without being able to get games? The preseason is now actually gone and past, and now you're in the regular season, got a win today, but week 3 will technically be only really your 3rd game with all you guys together.
Yeah, I just think, the more we go, the more we're going to find out the identity, but I think it's just kind of a pick your poison, what defenses want to try and defend, and we have to attack the opposite. So, we're going to keep growing, keep getting better, and I think that's the best part about this team right now. Without being able to have those preseason games or those spring practices to have a true foundation set that we did the best we could no matter what. I truly believe that our coaches did great in the offseason, but there's nothing like game experience, and so we're going to continue to get better.
Hey, Baker, man, okay, listen, I love you, and I appreciate this more mature, clean, stern, and directed you. But a lot of people counted you out after week 1, and they were ready to get rid of everything, man. Do you want this opportunity to get back at them right now and just tell them, slow down, you still here?
No, I don't need the Chirp back, but there's one thing in the Mayfield household is we don't forget, so it's duly noted.
Well, just want to let you know, 2 people on this show picked the Browns to win the game. I'm not going to say who. You can maybe figure that out. But the last time we talked to you, you made your NFL debut against the Jets, and we had cake on the set. There were T-shirts, all sorts of stuff. Tonight, little different. What was it like to get the win in front of the home fans?
It was great. To be honest with you, the environment was great. The lights turned on out here on a night game. You can't really see the upper deck, so you can't see the fact that there's nobody up there. They put people in the first 2 rows or the first 2 sections. It felt great to be out here in front of fans.
Well, that's awesome for you. And before we let you go, listen, we have a little gift because since we can't be there, we can't give you cake this time. We have this instead. Cleveland native Machine Gun Kelly wanted you to have this signed guitar. His newest single, Bloody Valentine, and latest album, Tickets to My Downfall, produced by Travis Barker, drop on September 25th. Can you play a little something for us?
I can't like he can, but shout out to him. I appreciate it, MGK. Got Colson, Slim, Rook, all the guys. I appreciate it. It's
awesome.
For Cleveland right here.